everybody, and welcome to this week's Kids at the Library program. So today we are going to be making paper marigolds in honor of the Mexican holiday Dia de los Muertos, which means Day of the Dead. So this is a holiday that happens at the end of October every year. Even though it happens at the same time as Halloween, they're two very different holidays. And if you guys came to pick up a kit from the library, I included in there a list of things that are part of the Dia de los Muertos celebration, a little bit of history about Dia de los Muertos. So I really encourage you to look at that. It is a really fascinating holiday, and marigolds are a big part of it. So this is going to be our marigold. They are orange flowers that bloom in the fall, and they're these really pretty orange colors. So we're going to put that one aside, and now I'm going to show you how to make one. So we are going to go ahead and grab our tissue paper. So I've already made my initial cuts, but what you guys can do is if you lay out your full piece of tissue paper, make sure that your two pieces of paper are stacked on top of each other. The first cut you're going to do is make lengthwise across the whole thing, and there's actually should be a fold across the middle of your tissue paper. And then you're going to cut those long pieces right down the middle, and there should be a fold there too. And you end up with these pieces. And if you look at the directions, it says that your pieces should be about 6 inches by 12 inches. Mine is 12 by about 9. So if you guys wanted to make it a little bit shorter, you definitely can to make the measurements that are in the instructions. If you want the flower to just be a little bit bigger, you can just leave the cuts as is. So once you have your sheets, you are going to kind of flatten them out, make sure that they are even with one another, and then you're going to start making folds accordion style, and you want to use the shorter edge to start, okay? So we're going to go ahead and make a fold. It's going to be about 1 inch, and then you're going to fold it over, and this is going to look just like accordion billows, the part that kind of slinkies out of the accordion. And you're going to go all the way to the end. All right, there we are. So now I have this thin folded piece of paper. So we want to take our pipe cleaner now, and we want it to be right in the middle. So if you guys need to fold your paper to find the middle, that's a great idea. We're going to take our pipe cleaner, put it in the middle, and then we're going to twist our pipe cleaner so that it holds our tissues in place. And this is going to be our flower stem. So the next thing we need to do is we need to grab our scissors, and we are going to make a curved edge. You can leave it flat if you want to, but making a curved edge makes it look more like a flower. So you can just go ahead and start cutting. And the paper is folded pretty thick, so it's going to give you a little bit of resistance here. Here we go. All right, now we're going to kind of fan both sides out so it looks like a bow tie. And then very carefully, because if you do this too fast, you can actually rip the tissue paper because it's so thin, you are going to pull one piece of the tissue paper at a time towards the center. Whenever I do this, I always end up dropping the flower. As you can see, it's starting to definitely resemble a flower. And if you guys wanted to, if you have green construction paper, you guys could even make some leaves if you wanted to. The part of Dia de los Muertos that has marigolds in it. Oftentimes they're used as decorations, but one of the thoughts about marigolds with Day of the Dead is that if you put out marigolds, that will help the spirits of your loved ones that are coming back to visit for the Day of the Dead celebration. It'll help them find their way. So they're kind of like little beacons. All right, so I got one side done. So here's what my one side looks like. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And most marigolds are orange, but you guys can, if you guys have more wrapping tissue around your house, if you guys wanted to make some more flowers that are different colors, that's all right too. I was just choosing orange and marigolds because of Dia de los Muertos. I ripped it just a little bit. You guys can just, if you guys rip it, don't worry about it. Just kind of keep pulling it towards the top. You're not even really going to notice once it's all put together. And I just have two more left. Here we are. All right, you guys, so we have another marigold, and here it is. So you can put the two of them together, and you can decorate with them. You can make lots and lots more. It just takes a very small amount of tissue paper. And if you guys don't have pipe cleaners, you guys can always use rubber bands or even string, and you can make little palms that like hang if you guys want to. So I hope that you guys enjoyed making these wonderful flowers. I hope that you guys read a little bit more about Dia de los Muertos. And I will see you guys next Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining.